as Orion entered the blackout period. And it was tense. We had no telemetry, we had no comms, we had no visual. All we could do was simply wait.
Standing by for a reacquisition of signal. This is the moment of truth for Orion.
And then suddenly there it is.
And there is a view of Orion.
Orion has survived the flaming hot re-entry. Mission control consoles all come alive with data again. We're on glide slope, the drogue's deployed, but again, we're at the point where we're all holding our breath. And there they were, the three big, beautiful main parachutes fully deployed. And we watch Orion gently settle into the Pacific Ocean.
Splashdown. Orion, back on Earth.
We are speechless. We are ecstatic. We did it. At that moment, we could say, without hesitation or reservation, the Artemis generation, our generation, has had its first flight. We are going to the moon.
Statistics show that even through today, newly developed rockets have a failure rate of 50%. And generally, there is no rocket that performs perfectly on the first flight. And yet, SLS performed magnificently. This vehicle was described by space experts as symmetry in motion. There were 140 planned test objectives in the timeline. Artemis I achieved each and every one with such precision that the teams expanded the envelope with 21 additional test objectives. Because of the Artemis I mission, we retired risks that could have delayed or unraveled the ambitions of this generation, our generation, to return to the moon.
Because of the Artemis I mission, we have demonstrated our ability to go farther and faster than ever before, opening the door to explore Mars and other destinations throughout the solar system. By nearly every single metric, Artemis I was a resounding success.
Just as Orville and Wilbur Wright were the first to achieve human flight, 50 years from now, we will look back and point to how our efforts to venture out into deep space began here. Our voyage out into the solar system started with this first flight.
And yet, this is but a prelude to what comes next.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Artemis II crew.
Human beings will fly around the moon next on Artemis II, simply because of the demonstrated amazing success of this first flight.
Thank you to the NASA workforce. Thank you to our industry partners, everyone in Europe that's working for this.
We need to celebrate this moment in human history. It is the next step on the journey that gets humanity to Mars.
America has made a very deliberate choice over decades to curate a global team, and we are going to the moon together.
When I think about this mission that's a relay race with international partners, it's also so awesome in and of itself. So, am I excited? Absolutely.
Woo! I want everybody to say it. 1, 2, 3. We're
You and I, we are all truly part of the Artemis generation.